Today, we will be comparing the universal curette and the Gracey area-specific curettes. These instruments are very similar, but they have their differences. The universal curette consists of the Barnhart 5.6 and the Columbia 1314. These instruments are manufactured similarly, but the Barnhart is 2 to 3 millimeters longer, making it indicative for deeper pockets. Both the universal and the Gracey curettes have the same parts. They consist of a handle, a shank, and a working end. On the topic of working ends, the universal has 4 cutting edges, 2 on each side of the instrument. The Gracey has 2 cutting edges, with 1 on each side of the instrument. The angulation of these instruments also differ, as the universal has the face of the blade at 90 degrees to the terminal shank, where the Gracey comes in at 70 degrees. The differences in the angles of these cutting edges is depicted in this image. Both of these instruments can be used sub- and supergingivally. The universal curette can be used on both anterior and posterior teeth, while the Gracey curettes are area-specific, which means that unlike the universal curette, when we need to switch an instrument depending on what surface of the tooth the hygienist is working on, Gracey specifically are for different sides of the tooth. This meaning the Gracey 1112s are for the mesial posterior surfaces, so from the distal line angle to the mesial proximal space. The Gracey 1314 are for the distal posterior surfaces, moving from the distal line angle into the distal interproximal space. These Gracey 1-2 rock and roll is into the Gracey intended for such use as any other instrument we have gone over thus far. We use a modified pen C-shaped grasp. Has 1 cutting edge, but there is a correct working end. Some contraindications for the curette include primary or newly erupted teeth. I will depict this porcelain in my instrumentation later. Composite resin restorations, titanium implants, and uncontrolled diabetes. The Gracey cannot be used, as said, on all surfaces of the tooth because of its area-specific design. However, both the Columbia and the Gracey utilize the close, insert, open method of instrument activation. They both close at 0 to 40 degrees, and they open at 60 to 70 degrees for cementum and 80 degrees for enamel. For the universal curette, when inserted, the angle of the terminal shank is away from the tooth, and for the Graceys, the angle of the terminal shank is parallel to the tooth surfaces because of their differences in angle. I am now going to demonstrate use of the Gracey 1-2 on anterior teeth. Once again, we are working with the lower blade on toward surfaces. We're going to close, insert, open, and just come around the tooth until we're interproximal. Same thing here, close, insert, open. Until we're interproximal. On the mandible, close, insert, open. Interproximal, close, insert, open. Close, insert, open. I am now going to be showing use of the Barnhart 5.6 on posterior teeth. Close, insert, open. We rock and roll into the distal. Close, insert, open. To medial, same thing on this tooth. Close, insert, open. close, insert, open. Now on anterior toward surfaces, close, insert, open. Close, insert, open. I'll be showing how the Gracey 1112 is used. Remember, this comes mesial. So we can close, insert, open at the distal line angle. Rock and roll our way mesial. Same thing here, close, insert, open. I will now be showing the Gracey 1314 on the mandible. Going to close, insert, open. Close, insert, open.